Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US Indices for the 27th of August. This is how I've been looking at the S&P 500, looking at these first five waves to the upside and then a pullback at this point. But I think that I might need to readjust that particular pattern because if the elections are still, they're in what, 60, 70 days time or something, that's still 2 months to the upside. So obviously they can still pump money into the system to keep it moving. And what I normally just do with the Elliott structure in things, I try not to get fixed on anything. So all I do all the time at all degrees is I just track the five waves to a point, right? And then when I get to the end of that, if I see that this is corrective at this point, then I say to myself, well, this is a fractal here, so this fractal needs to be increased to all of this as wave one here, and then back for two here, and then we start working the next one up. And that's how I keep it. It's a fractal system and method, and I just keep building on it. And yeah, so I mean that's the way it keeps me safe all the time without saying, well, the market's going to go to 10,000 or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I just prefer to build on what's happening in the real world at the real time. So one of the things that I wanted to sort of put forward with this is another count. I mean, this is in a nutshell. This is how I've been looking at it here. But what I'm starting to see now is I'm starting to see this structure here is too long for the rest of these. I suppose it's okay in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, but it's just getting a little bit too long. So and I've been counting all the waves up here, and some of these structures have been a little bit difficult, but and we'll go into the hourly chart and 15-minute chart and have a look at where we are in the count and all the rest of it. That's not a problem. But I think that if we've still got 2 months of the election, we're still going to be going to the upside with this. So we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture for this. So I was thinking something like this here that we could also start working with as well. So they're just ideas, but from the low here, we look at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here as wave 1, and then back for wave 2 here. So in this case, we'll be going up for wave 3 here. So this will take us all the way up to above 4,000, because in a nutshell, we would want to see wave 3 here. We would want to see it longer than wave 1 here. So if wave 1 is to here, I'll just copy that or move that, put that on the low of wave 2. That brings us to the 4,000 area here. So that means that we'd need to start counting it a little bit like I'm doing here at the moment. So that would be, if I could just open this up a little bit. This is just a 2-day chart. Nothing special about that. Just gives me an opportunity, just a clean palette. So wave 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 just for the third wave, then the fourth wave, then the fifth wave of the third and the fourth, and then up for the fifth wave of the third here. Now, I'm not saying this is right or anything. I'm just saying that at some point, I mean, this is just getting a bit long here, and at some point, I need to sort of think, well, am I missing something here? What else could it be? So, the other point here too is all the way up here that we've always been coming all the way up here. We've never really seen a bearish move except for this one here that could be counted in 5 waves. Sure, we get smaller ones like this, but we expected them as corrective moves, and the same within wave 2 here as well. But overall, we just keep seeing impulse waves to the upside, and the trends are extending. So I think that this is something that we could bring on the table and just keep a bit of an eye on at this stage. Apart from that, let's just drop back into, also while we're here as well, I mean, yesterday we started to look at the Nasdaq, in a higher move as well. So looking at it, expanding all this up here to 1 here and 2 here, and then looking at 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, fourth, fifth, third, fourth, but that still just takes us to the top of wave 1 here. So we'll still continue to track this particular count here as well, but I'll just leave it like this. So we'll be tracking a few counts. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see any comments, which you can put into the CFD trading forum. There you can post your own charts there now, and we can discuss them. But yeah, so I'll just move that out the way, and we'll just drop into the, say, 4-hour chart, then the hourly chart, which is what we were working on yesterday. So looking at this, oh, well, I've also adjusted this as well, so I'll just go to the hourly chart here and just pull this apart. So this little wave 4 that we were looking at here, we're counting this up as 1 and 2, as you know, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and 5 here for the third wave, and then the fourth wave here, and then we'll look for the fifth wave up here, but this will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I may have it on the 15-minute chart, I'll just check. Yeah, so from here we've got 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, fourth wave, and then 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5. So we're going to be at 35. That's where you can take profit, and we would expect some type of reaction from this space here, but we're also looking for the first high above the level, and then some sort of corrective pattern across this and then up. So we're looking for the 35 to become the support, but first of all it will become the resistance, and it will have probably a crack at the top and the bottom, and then find support and then move to the upside. So that's what we'll be looking for, but as far as the long trades here, then 35 is the target for that. Alrighty, I'll just keep it short. I just really wanted to introduce that big account today. Okay, cheers.